9 on 2nd and 6. Here's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 58.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the 1st half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 53 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Laviska Shenault, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They run with Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Throwing now is Carr. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That's good.
Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
First and 10.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Hey, come on now. Mike check 33.
From the gun, it's Carr. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
The Colts on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Jaguars.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff as they run left side. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
The tackle made by Jayon Brown. A gain of 5 brings up.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 36.
Number 10.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10.
Complete.
A very solid gain of 27.
1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this foot. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laviska Shenault, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score.
Colts 29, Jaguars 21.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
At the 37-yard line.
Carr now on 1st down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Going jet sweep, here's Campbell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Carr. Flush to his right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 42-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Jacksonville.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Going deep for Diggs. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Mike check 33. 33. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, check 24. Check 22.
Again, it's Taylor. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Taven Bryan brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and now it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
4th down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So we're back to a 1-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the 1 timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
Jags get this? Yes, Jags football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
To throw is Kaepernick. That's complete to Butler. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. To this one, you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we see.